Hello world, it's me, DoctorAinz, and today we're gonna be doing a little bit of an oddball video, for my channel at least. So yeah, I wanna talk about two skullgirlsmobile threads in Reddit. Yeah, pretty high tier stuff if you ask me. So yeah, the first one is called "What are some things you guys hate about skullgirlsmobile?" So let's just get right into it. The RNG and the backstage pass not having the diamond fader. The fact we still don't have new masters. I hope he's talking about master difficulty and not, you know, the other kind of masters. And yeah, regarding the RNG and backstage pass, RNG I hate, absolutely hate with every fiber of my being. That's why I dislike double, that's why I dislike unflinching, no, not unflinching, auto block, or what's the other one called? Evasion. Well, evasion that, you know, triggers randomly. Everything that is random I dislike, even though it is a gacha game. And for the master difficulty, I absolutely agree with this because it's been like 3 to 4 years ever since the last master event difficulty thing was added. If we're not counting, you know, the daily character events, that I don't believe that will be fair. Relic odds are atrocious. Every time after prize fight is over, the relic just keeps me all silvers, man. Like, what the hell? Yes, that is absolutely correct. But still, I always that's why I always say welcome to gacha hell. Next guy goes F corrosive. Go to hell corrosive. Yeah, it's very grindy, absolutely agree. I play like 2 hours every day and still something's up to do overtime. Exclusive monthly variants and the backstage pass being horrible. I don't believe there is a single person in this whole planet which believes exclusive monthly variants were a good addition to the game. And I personally wouldn't be as mad about exclusive monthly variants if they were only exclusive for the month that they featured in, instead of having to wait like 6 to 9 months for them to be added to the standard relic pool. The backstage pass being horrible, it's debatable, but yeah, I can agree with it. But still, don't look a GIF in a horse's mouth or something along those lines. It's not really a GIF since we have to work to get those rewards, but still, moving on. One of my pet peeve of this game isn't the game itself, but the community. Yeah, way to miss the mark. The monetization is terrible. I know it's a free game and I will gladly spend money on it, but absolutely nothing is worth it. Yes, this is why I tell everyone to not spend money on the game unless there's like a super, one of those 1000% value offers available. You know, they do those on Black Friday, Thanksgiving, pretty much every important in quotes, American holiday. The monthly diamond fighters are also way too hard to get and are way too good considering that. Yes, I absolutely agree with this. We got Blue Streak, Apex Complex, Seraph Soldier, and the list goes on and on. Every comment regarding the monetization, abysmal chances to get high rarity fighters, and the lazy depths. I already like this guy. And the lazy depths is spot on. But I like to add that this game is just a grind. Yes, skullgirlsmobile, as I said, I play like 2 hours every day and still have to do overtime sometimes. Like today is one of those days. Regardless, moving on. I hate the depths. Lazy people doing nothing at all. This guy is like super omega based. They can censor in light speed. Video on that coming in the foreseeable future. You know, obviously gonna address the elephant in the room. They can give bad diamonds, Big Ben and Umbrella Sun buffs reworks. Big Ben, a lot of people say that Big Ben needs a rework. I kinda agree with that. Regardless, this is not the time to discuss that. Umbrella, on the other hand, I believe she's like strong enough already. If you ever feel that Umbrella needs more power, just remember that Death Wish exists. Additionally, then you don't give all diamonds some aesthetic, which is very bad. I believe he's talking about how certain diamond fighters, the newer ones at least, sort of change their colors whenever you do something. For example, Blue Streak goes Super Saiyan, Bombshell changes her outfit, Foot Soldiers, one of Foot Soldier's eyes glows whenever you use a blockbuster. stuff like that. The monthly variant's taking too damn long to be available. Yeah, it's been like 6 months, I believe, 6 to 9 months. Rifts in Ruin Weeks. It's just not fun, it's unfair and promotes really heavy stalling teams. I have no idea what Ruin Weeks, what a Ruin Week is. Former Diamond 1 player, by the way. Avatars being locked behind real money paywalls. Just letting spend Teo or Gold on Philia, Minette or Fuquad. Yeah, I absolutely hate avatars. They're like super dumb. And they keep releasing them like every 2 weeks they release 2 new ones, and some of them are an absolute eyesore, not completely, but blocking up a good portion of the chat, messages, the names of the people and stuff like that. I don't think that giving us a diamond key for breeding a curse experiments will be that game breaking at this point. That's too much to ask for, I guess. Yes, absolutely. Consider that a Curse Experiments is like a once per week event, and you also have to manually complete it every week. Probably don't make it guaranteed, or make it guaranteed once you reach like level 70 or something. But yeah, at least up the drop rate a little bit more. The Rally Gods, specifically jackpots and jackpot adjacent relics. They only exist to serve the purpose of giving gold relic shards at this rate. Yes, welcome to Gacha Hell. Alright, the next thread goes, and excuse me for what I'm about to say, but yeah, the next thread goes, start saying stupid, obnoxious, tedious BS about skullgirlsmobile that pisses you off. And the guys start by saying, when your master slightly grabs a pixel of my character, she has enough blockbuster mirror to do 30 blue overdrives in a row. Oh man, I don't know how people come up with this. Jin gaining unflinching while you combo her, then she kills everyone else. Yeah, it is auto block for me, because you can still combo after unflinching, and even if you can still react to the unflinching and then use or end your combo string with a blockbuster. Auto block, on the other hand, offers no such commodity, simply screwing you over if you get a bad roll. Speaking of which, Glass Cutter with 4 special moves and lucky RNG. I've lost my fair share of matches due to that exact scenario. To add insult to injury, the ones that I lose against only have like 1 or 2 special moves, and one of those 2 special moves is Ringlet Spike. I only get hit by 1 Ringlet Spike, and then Ringlet Spike ends up being unblockable, and that one unblockable Ringlet Spike ends up killing my whole character. Those with volatility gaining invincible, hair regeneration, or miasma. There I lost my fair share of matches once again to a double rolling invincible like 3 times in a row. In my opinion, doubles shouldn't be able to roll the same buff 2 times or more in a row. That's just like dumb. There's not really too much counterplay to it, except, buff removal and all that. I really hate Umbrella's as AI. Like, how she does spam the bubbles and she never dashes. Like, come on. And so when she randomly decides to use Tongue Twister and kill my character. Yeah, Umbrella is just a very dumb character overall. Just like every character, like Annie and after. The menus being slightly too small, so then you have to scroll a tiny little bit like in the shop, and how you have to swipe down like 2 centimeters to get to the monthly item gains. Like, it's so close to a perfectly good UI. Tainted Blood, absolutely. 100% reflected damage is absolutely dumb as rocks. Battleplace exclusives are not good and should be added to the relic pool in a timely fashion. I absolutely agree with that, as Outrider said. The resistance stat should not exist. Nah, give or take. Without without resistance, it will be far too easy to just shower your opponent with debuffs. Besides, we sort of have accuracy to counter it, so give or take, I'm 50-50 on this one. Doubles tag in sucks. I absolutely disagree with that one. Doubles tag in has gotta be one of the best tag-ins in the whole game. Maybe not one of the best. There's Annie and there's like Dahlia, definitely. There's also stuff like, someone like Peacock. But anyway, Somehow the AI just always knows how to duck when I'm using a projectile. This is probably due to the fact that you're launching a projectile while the opponent is recovering from a knockdown. Yeah, for whatever reason, right after getting back up, they like doing a trip attack. Swipe down, whatever you want to call it. Pain will supposedly being a glass cannon offense, but has been turned into a better defense unit than the one character would decide to be a tank. Yes, that's absolutely dumb as rocks, and I complained about that before. A massive amount of damage reflect. Absolutely agree. Thorns are dumb. Pain Wheel is dumb. Futile Resistance is like super dumb. Eliza's dumb as bricks defense AI, making her unusable on defense. I beg to differ. You know, she has stuff like Weight of Anubis, Uppercut, and even Sekhmet to some extent. Although I do agree we absolutely need offensive Sekhmet back. Aggressive Sekhmet back. Offensive makes it sound like, you know, he's racist or she's racist or something. The energy cooldown not only being part of a skill tree, but also taking 2 hours to recharge. I believe once you unlock all of the energy cooldown section of the skill tree, the bolts, the energy only takes like 5 minutes per unit. I could be wrong though. No, I'm absolutely certain that only takes 5 minutes per unit. No, that's 50 minutes for a whole recharge. Eliza's useless marquee. Yeah, going are the days where you could pick Diva Intervention plus 1 fodder, have the fodder die as soon as the match started, tag into Diva Intervention and just charge attack spam your way into victory with Sekhmet. The fact that there's no way to make a character critless that was built before it was meta, or that critless is even a meta in general. Yeah, critless is very dumb. I don't like it. I believe it should be addressed. Maybe someday, maybe sometime down the line, like 2 or 3 years or something. Rift battles are annoying. Absolutely agree. No Mercy Parallel Realms is pointless after the Accolades achievement. I have no idea why people say this. Previous tab of the Cabin of Curiosities is pointless. I also seen some people say this. I have no idea why. I personally don't get it. The pool of variants keep increasing, making it even more difficult to acquire the ones that you want. I absolutely agree with this. It's something that I addressed before. We need some sort of like a wish list or anything that will help us gather specific variants. Yeah, some may say that this is where the previous tab in the Cabinet of Curiosities comes into play. But still, spending 2,500 skill points for a single character, it's a little bit of a heavy investment. Story mode hasn't had any content in the last 3 years and it's an overhaul. That's not true. They did release an update which made every fight in the first chapter of story mode require no energy. Accolades need more achievements in general. I'm kinda torn on this one because I don't want them to add useless like achievements that don't really feel like an achievement, and just add something like logging for a week, upgrade 3 moves for every character, get no hit while playing versus a team that has like 1 point higher than yours. For the past 4 months I have only been getting silver stars of these godforsaken monthly relics. Yes, monthly relics are dumb as rocks. If everyone keeps complaining about them, they're bound to change them eventually, so we have to work together as a community with the power of complaints. 5 stacks of thorns. When the enemy uses a charge attack that's unblockable after defeating one of your fighters, literally no way to defend against that. It's one of those cases when it can be reasonably argued that the AI is too smart. They need to program it where they don't do charge attacks on re-entry. Yeah, I can definitely see where he's coming from. That's why I personally recommend having a reversal move on your off fighter or off carry, I guess I should say. You know, destruction pillar, fiber upper, even battle bot if you don't have anything else. OMG. 2 things that involve looking through your characters in your collection. When I click on one, I would like to be able to just click on an arrow to quickly and easily scroll through my collection instead of having to click back. Also because if you are diving your collection and click back, it centers not on the character you were just looking at in your collection, but instead goes back to the beginning of your collection. Yes, absolutely, this needs to be changed, but until that happens, you just have to make use complete use of the new and improved filter mechanic, I guess. Corrosive agent. It's the most cancerous thing in the game, just shooting her grenades or whatever. Yeah, I feel like corrosive agent is definitely a problem, but I believe a simple nerf to no time to die, making it more so like Penguin's Grudge. You know, the haste lasts for 15 seconds, the regen only lasts for 5. I believe a simple nerf like that will balance every Dahlia at least a little bit. Yeah, a lot of people dislike her. She definitely dominates competitive PvP for a reason. Once again, I believe simply making it so that you can defeat her by hitting her head instead of, you know, her head being sort of undefeatable will balance her a little bit, even a little bit. Roar Fortune's AI just spamming charge and beam so you can't even touch her. Yeah, a trick with this is either using a super as a reversal, or doing a micro dash, then blocking, then dashing again and again and again. You know, repeating that same pattern until you're able to safely hit her. Model Leader. Yeah, definitely Model Leader can go to hell. Even though we have things like Deadeye and, you know, move rerolls nowadays, I still really hate Model Leader. Better ways to get diamond keys. Yeah, this is something that I also see a lot, and the best I can say is just focus on gold characters until diamond keys come naturally. Corrosive Agent Black Dahlia, yeah, no one likes her. Times out counting as losses. Yeah, this is done to prevent you simply stalling out the opponent team, because you have to nerf the player in one way or another, otherwise they become too powerful and, you know, you can beat the game without even playing the game, and, you know, people don't like that, because if that happens, then you, the player, is not as engaged, and thus is not as likely to remain playing the game for over, what is it, like 7 years now? Losing a battle, I know I could have won because the time ran out. Yeah, probably making it so that, like in PvP, when you have, you know, when time runs out, health gets calculated. Overall health gets calculated, but the enemy HP is worth more than your HP, and it's not like it's not percentage based, it's like individual points based. I don't know, something along those lines. New players have to go through all new stuff and learn about move rerolls, XP threads, the backstage pass, and monthly limited parallel realms, being told what's the right and wrong, and using good variants. Yeah, the game has, like, after you complete the tutorial on how to play the game, you know, the mechanics, I guess, then you're basically on your own. Now, the game does offer you links to tutorials and stuff like that, but let's be honest, no one uses that function. Instead, normal people ask on chat what's good and what's not, and, you know, about all of their concerns and questions and everything in between. When I'm trying to fight a stronger Dahlia bot and she just has infinity regen and infinite blue shield that I forgot its name. That's very rare, man. That's very rare. Ruin weeks in rifts. Once again, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Level 3 blockbusters. Yeah, I sort of disagree with this one, because if level 3 blockbusters, or blockbusters in general, were to be nerfed, then I do believe stuff like meter control will be completely, well, mostly completely useless. Is that like an oxymoron or something? Anyway, I do have an issue though with both Umbrella and Dahlia didn't get the memo that you're not supposed to kill off one enemy and then use a level 3 on incoming. When inconvenient cancer shit happens that most of the people from this post are replying with. Oh my goodness, okay, yeah. Like AI controlled characters getting buffed that makes them win the prize fight. And you lose a 56 streak. Oh no, that's way too personal. That's way too specific. Dahlia, everything about her. Her traps, Medici trap, makes it to where you have to wait for her to approach you. She loves to spam her projectiles. She almost never swaps out because she's always buffed up. Girls' night out is so disgusting, and yeah, by the way, it used to be even more disgusting, and has so much pressure on shield, so you just have to just sit there and pray. Yeah, I really dislike Dahlia. At one point I was thinking of doing Dahlia ruined the game or something along those lines, but I just decided not to because Unholy Host got nerfed. So yeah, that was kind of one of the big reasons why I wanted to do it in the first place. So yeah, Medici Mousetrap lasts for way too long and it's almost impossible, quote unquote impossible, to avoid. And Girls Night Out is one of the dumbest things they have come up with. Yeah, like Dahlia needed any more broken mechanics. Simply allowing us to hit them in quick succession to defeat them will make it not such a nightmare to deal with. So yeah, that was every comment that was for them in both of those threads. To add an issue of my own, I would say that I definitely hate the fact that the game doesn't use consistent wording. By that I mean that last prize fight, the modifier stated that every hit will trigger the modifier. For some reason, Grabs didn't trigger it. And in this prize fight, the modifier also states that every hit will trigger the modifier. But now, Grabs do trigger it? What's up with that? So yeah, that is gonna be everything for today. Thank you all so much for watching if you did, and I guess I'll see you later. Take care everyone, and remember, life is full of adventures, so don't feel over breath. Ciao ciao.